So the reason I'm so excited about bringing triathlon to the Federation is that I'm a triathlete myself. Is it a sport that I have loved for many years, 20 years. I compete regularly. And it's also a very interesting sport because it's a combination of swimming, cycling and running, which means that you might not win a swim race or a run race or a bike race, but you have a very good chance of winning a triathlon because you just have to be quite good at all three and not excellent at one, which is why I think this is a great sport for the Federation, because whilst we now have swimmers, which is a wonderful thing because this is also a very new initiative. A lot of the kids on the island couldn't swim. Now they can swim, but they're not quite excellent swimmers, but they are very good runners and they're good swimmers. So if they learn how to ride a bike, they could be phenomenal triathletes because, as I say, it's a combination of all three sports which makes you excellent at triathlon. I was in Paris recently and I was sitting next to the president of the NOC in St Kitts and Nevis, Mr Dennis Knight, and we were having a big chat about the race, and there were 56 athletes in that triathlon race. And unlike other sports where there's many heats and then a semi-final and then a final, there's one race and one triathlon race, and that is the final. And there is quite a big differential between the number one athlete and the number 56 athlete. There's quite a range of abilities, but I truly believe, because of this average of all three sports, that in the future St Kitts and Nevis could have an Olympic athlete in that race representing St Kitts and Nevis. So that's the hope in the future. And the way that I would like to get there is that we have just come back from the Carifta Championships, which was our first foray of dipping our toe into the water of multi-sport. And we took 3 athletes there. 2 of them did the aquathlon, 1 did the triathlon. All of them did very well, which is amazing actually, because a lot of these other larger countries like Bermuda, the Bahamas, Barbados are excellent. They've been running triathlon programs for many years, and we actually don't even have any bikes. There's only one kid here who has a bike. But cycling is the easiest of all three sports to learn how to do and to learn how to do well. There's a definite training plan that we can follow. Coach James Weeks is going to organise training sessions on a regular basis after the swimming sessions here. And we will be able to unlock funding from World Triathlon, and we'll do some fundraising ourselves to get our hands on a small stock of bikes which these kids can use. And also I hope to encourage the school curriculum to maybe offer taster sessions for triathlon so that the kids can understand what it is. And I really do think that hopefully, because it's a combination of all three sports, that the kids will realise that it's a great sport, because it's very interesting. I actually work for a large company called the Professional Triathletes Organisation, and we have a league called the T100. And regularly there is an American athlete called Sam Long who comes out of the swim dead last. He's 5 minutes behind everybody else, but we watch him ride through the field, and then he always runs himself onto a podium. It's fantastic. And that's why I love triathlon so much, because, as I say, it isn't one sport, it's a combination of all three. And even if we are not the best swimmers, that does not mean to say that we can't run into first position. So I do think that it's a sport very well suited for the Federation. And the next thing, as I said, is to get our hands on some bikes, start the training, and then hopefully have a regular training session, weekly training sessions for the kids, and then go to the next regional championships, maybe the Carifta next year, and then who knows where that might take us. And the reason really this all started is because I regularly, with the work that I do with World Triathlon, I get emails from various universities from the States. They're great universities, and they're offering scholarship places for kids specifically from this region. And it's phenomenal. I mean, the opportunity is amazing, and I really wanted to take advantage of that. And that's really why this all came about, because I realised there was lots of wasted opportunities. I mean, triathlon is quite a niche sport, and it's a relatively new sport, and it's very much gender equal. So there's exactly the same opportunities for girls as there are for boys. With any professional triathlon races, the airtime is 50-50, the prize money is 50-50. It's always been like that, which is another reason why I love this sport so much. And federations and World Triathlon, they're encouraging triathlon for the kids. So there's more scholarship places opening up, and there's scholarship places especially for this region. And because triathlon is a niche sport, the bar isn't as high as other sports. So whilst it might be very difficult for some of the kids in St Kitts and Nevis to get a swimming scholarship, it's actually infinitely easier for them to be able to get a triathlon scholarship. And this is another reason why I think that we should pursue this. So that's my aim, that's my goal, is to gradually take the swimmers that we already have now, who are pretty good runners. We up the run training, we make that swim-run combination, we make them good at that, and then we'll buy them bikes, and then hopefully, if they can string all of these sports together as a true multi-sport triathlon event, I think that they can be really, really competitive.